Hey there, what is going on? We are getting closer to summer. It is getting warmer every single day. I'm so looking forward to this travel year. Today in this video I'm going to be talking about Interrail once again. I've done a video on Interrail, on how to use it in general before. You can go and check it out, it's on the channel. Today is more of a guide on what countries to visit. We are going to be talking about top countries to visit with Interrail. And let's get started. As you may know, I have traveled with Interrail twice now, and both of these trips have been just absolutely amazing. First time I did a big trip around Europe, and then the second time more the Western countries, and then the second time I went down the Balkans and had a really great time there as well. But today is about the best, the cheapest and the most spectacular countries you can see in Europe with Interrail. The first country I recommend going to with Interrail is Croatia. Now Croatia is very well connected with trains. Most of the main places you want to see in Croatia are connected by high-speed trains. There are a few cities though where you need to change for buses. For example, if you are traveling from Zagreb to Dubrovnik, you need to get a train from Zagreb to Split first, and then from there you can take a bus up to Dubrovnik. Another option, of course, is that you take the bus directly from Zagreb to Dubrovnik. That might even be a little cheaper, but if you want to go with the train, you need to go by Split. And there are a few other places where you need to do the same. So I would say Croatia is quite a well-connected country in general, but there are a few places where you need to go for buses and other transportation. Now there are some journeys in Croatia where you need seat reservation. For example, the journey between Zagreb and Split. So maybe go online, maybe go on interrail.com, link will be in the description, and check out which journeys need seat reservations and which don't. Zagreb itself is very well connected. You have direct trains to Budapest, Ljubljana, Munich and even to Zurich. So if you're coming from another country, very easy to get to the capital. And Zagreb is actually one of my favorite cities in Croatia. This city just never stops to impress. My favorite part about it has to be the nightlife. There are so much going on, so many clubs and things to do at night. Definitely one of the best nightlife spots in the whole of Balkans, if not in Europe in general. Another wonderful city in Croatia is Dubrovnik on the coast. They have these beautiful city walls and a very nice little city center. You can definitely spend a few days there and enjoy the sea and beautiful little city. Now you most definitely have heard of Split, a very famous coastal town. I myself am not a big fan of it. That may just be because I came in winter and I had a really hard time finding a place to stay at because all the hostels were closed. That's another story. I think if you are going in summer you will have a great time, and I myself have heard a lot of great reviews. Just for me, comparing with Dubrovnik, I would always choose Dubrovnik over Split. If you had enough of the cities, you can definitely also go to one of Croatia's beautiful national parks. Most famous ones being the Krka National Park and also the Plitvice Lakes, which is the place where they filmed some of the, or at least one of the Winnetou films. Also definitely worth seeing if you have a little bit more time, the beautiful islands of Croatia. Obviously you can't take a train there, you will have to get a boat, but it's definitely worth it. And as you can imagine, you can spend a lot of time in mainland Croatia and then do small trips to the island as well. Another great country for Interrail is Switzerland, because Switzerland has the most dense rail network in Europe. On 1,000 square kilometers you've got 121 kilometers of train track. Not to forget the nice little towns and the beautiful landscapes you are going to pass right through if you're taking a train. The most popular for tourists and probably also the most beautiful connections in Switzerland are the Bernina Express and the so-called Glacier Express. The Bernina Express is starting in Zermatt and ending in St. Moritz, and then the Glacier Express starting in Chur and ending in Tirano. Trains in Switzerland are also very comfortable and on time, so this country might be a very good option if you are thinking about doing Interrail this summer. A very good option this summer is also Italy, because Interrail has just released their new premium passes. As you know, in Italy, seat reservations are required in most of the trains, and with these new passes, seat reservations are included in your ticket already. This of course means that it's a bit pricier for 8 days of traveling within 1 month. This pass costs you 268 euros. Train connections in Italy are usually quite reliable. They sometimes run late, so just keep that in mind if you are booking connecting trains. Leave enough time between the trains you are booking, so that if they are running late, you still have some time left to get to your next connection. I can't resist but making a quick top 5 list of places to visit in Italy. Number 1, Venice. There's actually a video on the channel on Venice. It's my favorite city in Italy. Go watch it. Number 2, Rome, the capital. Very beautiful. There are loads of things to do and see. A lot of ancient buildings and sculptures. You know it. On 3rd place I'd say Florence. On 4th place Siena, and then on 5th place Palermo in Sicilia. High-speed trains are connecting the main cities, so Rome, Milan, Venice and Florence within just a few hours, so it's very easy to get around, and actually one of the best countries for Interrail, because all the cities are quite close together and you can see most of the country in just 1 month, for example. Now the last country is quite a special one, because it's not just one country, no, it's 3 countries. I have talked about this before. It's a Benelux pass, where you can travel to Belgium, Luxembourg and Netherlands with just one Interrail pass. This pass costs you 198 euros for 8 days of traveling within 1 month. And it's just a great option because you can see all these 3 countries within a period of a month. Highlights include Amsterdam, where you'll probably meet most of the Interrail people in Europe. At least that's what I found. There are so many people doing Interrail and staying in Amsterdam at the same time. It's a great city. There are so many bike rentals. It's still the best way to get around Amsterdam, but it's hard to choose a company because there are literally so many. Also not to be missed is Brussels, a very underrated city in my opinion. Also because it's your gateway if you are going to the United Kingdom. The Eurostar starts in Brussels, so stay in Brussels for a few days and then head over to the United Kingdom, or stay in the Benelux countries, of course, if you have the Benelux pass. If you want to see a traditional Dutch town, I would recommend Maastricht, a place where I have been to very recently and I really enjoyed it. Beautiful corners and little streets to explore and enjoy traditional Dutch way of living. If you're doing Interrail in summer, it is also worth going to the coast. Belgium as well as the Netherlands have beautiful coastlines, and most of their beaches are normally not as crowded as in Italy, and yeah, you can have a beautiful time just there. And there we have it. These are the top Interrail countries for 2018. I hope you make the most out of it. I wish you a great Interrail summer and thank you for watching. I see you next time.